Hello, Tara here. I have been busy. I posted a video a few days ago with, I just was calling it my July kit, nothing too creative there, but it was just a collection of papers that I purchased with the Vicky Bouton cut and paste line and the Bull Bunny colorful story, and then I had added in some little bits. Anyway, I did a ton of stuff with it. I'm surprised at how much I've got done. As far as the embellishments, I had 2 packs of the Bo Bunny die cuts, and I have just a few pieces left. I have some of the Bo Bunny enamel stickers left as well. And it's funny, I hadn't really clued in, but Vicky Bouton's weekend event is coming up. And she has, I think it's the butterflies from the Bo Bunny that's mixed in with her kit. So that was kind of, I don't know what the word is, similar to what I guess. She was, I think, just trying to add in some things because some of her things got cut. So I know she was trying to beef it up a little bit. Anyway. Doesn't matter. This is all I have left from my sticker sheet from cut and paste, or the foam stickers. So I used a ton of that. I used a fair number of the stickers from the Bo Bunny. This is all I have left from pattern paper, and I kept the branding strips because I wasn't sure if I could use those for something. And then, so what I had mixed in also was some of the Discover and Create line. So I used a lot of the stickers and ephemera from them. And then I also have the print shop stickers just in the same container. I used some of the 6x8 pads, Discover and Create Fernwood I used a fair bit of, and did I use any from April and Ivy? I can't recall. I guess we'll see when we get going through. So I used up pretty much everything. And then I have this left from the acetate. I thought I might be able to fussy cut along here. It does not do a nice job. So I would, if anyone else is thinking about it, I would recommend against it, but I'll save that and use that for something. I don't know what it'll be, but let's throw her up here. Okay, so this is the first one I did. I went to a crop on last Saturday, and I got almost 5 done there, so I was pretty happy with that. This was the first one. So it was using a sketch from Scrap a Sketch on their Facebook page, number 162. So this is Bo Bunny, Vicky Bouton, Pear Tree. Why do I have Pear Tree? Oh, it's a Pear Tree Flare. This is Scrap and Happy Studio Flare. Bo Bunny dots. The papers here, oopsies, something's not right there. This should be kind of behind. Like that. Yeah. Okay, that's better. And then the other thing that happened on my way in to the crop, I have a lot of stuff left over from when I had a store. Like, this is over 10 years ago. So I've been taking it in and just asking people at these craft days to help themselves because I just want it out of here and I don't want to throw it out. This little packet of Amy Tangerine, I don't know what line it was from, but it fell apart. So I was like, oh. But then I got looking at it. So all of these bits are from this pack. And then the stickers, some of these stickers are from the Discover and Create line. Yeah, so anyway, that's number 1. And it's kept pretty close to that sketch, I think. That's that. It's one from Michelle's book. Where am I going to put these? Right there, I guess. All right, this is the second one. This is also a Scrap-A-Sketch. Number 159, that was from their Facebook group. And it had this really neat circle element, but it was cut in half and then staggered. So I thought that paper was perfect to play with. Fussy cut it out and then cut her down the center. Have some adhesive or adhesive foam underneath to lift it up. I think when I was doing the page kit, I had maybe blue flowers or something chosen for it, and I switched it out to this burnt orange. I thought it suited better. Added in some Scrap and Happy Flair. This is the Junk Book Flair. Let's see, did shaker pocket. And actually I got it home and after I made it, I realized I didn't have enough confetti in there. So I ripped it apart when I got home and added more. And that would be Rachel Talman, one of her mixes. And then this calls for confetti, the blue, this dark blue I added in to pull in a darker color. Yeah, that was all from the kit then that I'd made. So happy with that one. I think that's pretty. Then this one was using the Benjamin Moore photo that I found on Pinterest for inspiration. And now maybe you can kind of see. It was, which die set? The All Around It dies from Stampin' Up. So they're these wonky circles. So I think these came from Fernwood maybe. And I've left some space for Jen to journal if she likes, because this goes back a ways. I used, these vellum stickers are from the Discover and Create. So those, and then that ticket was with the Bow Bunny, but this ticket came from the Discover and Create as well. And just some Vicky Bouton watercolor paint just splattered around for funsies. But I love how that turned out. I think it's just so fun. And the watercolors match perfectly. So is there anything else? I didn't use any flair on there. Nope. Okay. This one was done with Jennifer Gagne. I gotta look up how to say her name. Her sketch for the month. And I may have went a little bit bigger, but I think it turned out okay. So I used the Vicky Bouton, what does she call that now? The mixed media paper. Shoot, what does she call that now? Foundations paper. And I just splattered a bunch of different colors of the Vicky Bouton paint, the watercolor paint on, and made another shaker pocket. Got a little vellum ticket here, or envelope, little doily, lots of the ephemera, and a sequin mix again from Rachel Talman. And this little bird came from a Not Just for Boys kit, and I thought he was super cute to add in there, so love that one. And did I pear tree? Oh, this is a pear tree acrylic piece, and I thought it looked nice. Just popped off, just pops off the black there nicely. So okay, and then this is the last one I did at the crop. I didn't get it quite done, but I had a good amount started. So, and I kind of took the inspiration from this photo that I found on Pinterest. So basically I've turned it this way and then made my sketch from that. So just cut a piece of pattern paper, and let's see, most of this, all of this is from the kit that I made. No, the vellum, these vellum pieces are from Discover and Create. That's a vellum piece. but they're red. Oh, and then these little gold splatter bits are from Print Shop. Oh, and I put a little scissor on there because it's about Alfie getting his summer cut. Oh, and this is another one of those not just for boys little thing. It's he barks and chases squirrels. He's never caught one, but you know. Thought I'd stick her on there, kind of hiding behind the flowers, and then Born to be Awesome and Sweet. And what's this one say? Good Morning Sunshine. Just, I love the colors in this, all the yellows. Oopsies, this goes with, let's see, did I, yeah. Okay, and then this one is just photos from sitting on the back porch. And I think I used pretty well, yeah. So the title is Some Days Happiness is Back Porch Sitting by Myself. And these are the Heidi Swap alphas, and I used a couple of different colors from the Vicky Bouton metallic watercolors just to color over them, and then splatters here, there, and the foam pieces. So I think this came from the Discover and Create, and so did that. But otherwise, and Hello There's Print Shop. This pattern paper, this little 6x8 paper is from Discover and Create, but just super simple. The vellum is overlaid over top of the white, just so you can see it more clearly. And that was a Scrap a Sketch, number 171 from their Facebook group. Another Scrap a Sketch. This is 170. And here I got into doing a bit of a cut file. It's a pear tree cut file. I cut it twice. So once, I think that's cream puff, and then that's a bow bunny color with a few dots on it. So just this fun sun, and like I chose it because the rays mimic the florals. I'm just noticing that I have this background paper upside down because the text is upside down. Nobody else will notice that. Well, maybe you will now because I'm talking about it, but oof, that's annoying. Son of a gun. Ugh, so dumb. Anyway. Hopefully nobody will notice. Okay, so we've got lots of florals and stickers. These chipboard pieces here, this says picture this. This is a little dragonfly, and this little envelope. I think those all came from, it was one of the older collections, like older. I can't remember which one it was now. And We Laughed, that came from Discover and Create. The Beautiful Day, that came from the same chipboard sheet that these other pieces came from. But I love how that turned out. It's our friends John and Pam out on their little boat. Oh, and then these little circular elements, those were also from the chipboard. And then I used a few honeybee, oopsies, you're coming off. Dag on it. I'm gonna have to, what's happening? That is a gem down there. Okay. So flat back pearls and some gems from Honeybee. Ooh, and I just noticed here, I want to put a little piece of some kind of fabric through there. But that is that. And aside from that background paper being upside down, I think it looks good. And these two pieces of paper came from Fernwood. So I love how Vicky's collections all go together like that. Mix and match. This one was from, I found this on Pinterest, and it's Lori Ayler. And I went back and I looked, and I don't see where she's noted anybody else, so I'm assuming it's her own layout. So it's got this one side of kind of ribbony type deal, and then a pattern paper. I took half of that pattern paper and cut it, fussy cut it, and then cut some banner ends on them. And then this side was another piece of the Bo Bunny. Well, this is Bo Bunny, this is Vicky, this is Vicky. And then I grabbed on here, she's got, can't tell if it's like a piece of ribbon or twill or what that is, but I found this old fabric crocheted trim from a kit club that I belonged to years ago, and I wanted to pick up that burgundy color, so I went looking for it specifically because there's a little bit of this burgundy in the trees. I used a Spiegelmum Scraps, nope, a Shimmers sequin mix, and just kind of filled in some bigger chunks here and there, and that's another one. I mean, I love everything that I've done with this, and I think they all look pretty different. So like, you wouldn't really guess that those are from the same collection, like the Vicky Bouton papers. Like, they work together, but you don't necessarily think, oh yeah, that everything's the same. I love that. Get so many different looks out of the same kit. Now this one is some little girls that I don't know, so I've got some tape across their faces. This I did with a page map sketch, and it was from January 2024, and I don't know if you can see there the 4 vertical photos and just some bits off to the side. So 4 vertical photos, and these are pieces of papery from Discover and Create that I stuck in there. The rest is all, yeah, I decided to use these little pull tickets around for the photos, splattered on some ink. This is from my Simple Stories. It's the Color Vintage Essentials color palette titles, and I've used a fair bit, but a lot of them worked really well on here with these colors, so I went with it. Yeah, so I left some space here for Michelle to fill in names of the kids because I don't know the girls. And yeah, pretty simple actually, but it's quite busy. This one was also a page map sketch, and it's from January 2024. Oops, no, I have that wrong. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this. Get rid of that. It's from September 2024. And I've kind of, nope, it's not either. I wonder where does it come from? Oh no. Page maps. It might have been, I have some of the Scrap a Sketch premium sketches in here, and I have a feeling it's one of those. Yes, it is from August 2024. So if you subscribe to her her page kits, then you can see the sketch, but it's paid content, so I can't share that. So this is the offcut of that one layout with the sun, and I just layered it over top of this Bo Bunny paper, this nice deep orange, and then I put a piece of the acetate over top of it. Got some of the film strips here. Everything's very tone on tone, like, so it starts with the pink down here, moves up into the orange, This Polaroid frame is from Discover and Create, as are the little vellum stickers. And yeah, I just use some of the Bo Bunny enamel dots and some of the gold splatter from the Vicky Bouton watercolors. So I thought that was super cute. Oh, and this little, the frame for the background is from Discover and Create. Or no, sorry, Fernwood. That's Fernwood. Okay, and then we've got, I know it keeps going, right? When Penny Met Hank. So this is, Hank used to live across the road from us and was a super good friend of Alfie's. And then we moved. So, and then since then we've gotten Penny. This is the first time Hank came to visit us at our new house. So we had a nice play. But I just used what was left over of that vellum over top of craft. This is Stampin' Up! Craft. And then a piece of this. This actually is one of my favorite pieces of the paper from the Cut and Paste collection. This is the back of it. I cut a part of a circle to tuck in there as part of like the title block. These little pieces are from, and the label are from Discover and Create. I added in just a few sequins from Catherine Pooler. This Friends Make Good Times Better. That's Discover and Create as well. But it all works in so nice, and I love it. I love just the simplicity of it and kind of the monochromatic vibe of it, and love it. Oh wait, I better page map, September 2024. Scrap and Happy Studio. Oh, this is Scrap and Happy Studio here. But the green just matches so nicely. I had to, and play was perfect for the doggies. Everybody had a lovely time. This, so now we're getting down to scraps. So this was just the offcut from, like it's the one that has the kind of the pie on the back. So I didn't even trim it down other than a bit at the bottom so it would fit on here. I used a piece of the black foundations paper and a Crafter's Workshop stencil called Abstract Leaves. Yes. And the Vicky Bouton paints with like the watercolor metallics with a brush, like a blending brush, and then kind of drew on with a paintbrush and splattered, and then once I had it down, because I had made this border wider, I just felt like it was kind of blah. So I went in and I added some of the paint messily to the edge. Just that's something I don't think I've done before, but I like how it turned out. These tickets are from Fernwood. This is a pear tree title. This is a Scrap and Happy Studio Flare. And the gems are a Catherine Pooler mix. And this is, it's meant to look like a shaker pocket, but there's no top on it. I just glue it down, and I've glued on some other chunks, and I've come up with a name for it. I'm calling it a faker pocket. What do you think? You may use it if you like. It's a lot less work than a shaker pocket, and on here you don't really know the difference. So anyway, I'm pretty tickled with myself that I came up with that. But how fun is that with all the paint, and like I say, I'm getting down to scraps. So there's that one. There's no sketch for it because I was just trying to fit some stuff on. I have a 2-pager even, guys. Again, I'm just trying to make things work. I wanted to use this wreath paper, so I'd cut it and then I fussy cut the smaller piece out and overlaid it onto, this is from Print Shop, this paper here. It's a good one. And then I just used like a little piece of what I had over to make a whole bunch of flag banners. Added the pencil in there, and then these are like stickers from Bo Bunny. I decided to use all these little key tags in here. Like, I know Vicky ends up using them just as embellishments sometimes that have, like, generally when I use something with numbers, I want it to make sense. This makes no sense, but I'm okay with it. So this is a little, and I had the whole layout done basically, and then I was like, I should probably put pictures on it. So I went looking through people's Instagrams. So this is our niece Michelle, and it was kind of a dedication post to Thomas O'Malley, their cat that they had to say goodbye to, and she had picked all these pictures of him and with the kids when they were small with Zach. Like, isn't that a beautiful picture? And her, and so I used some more of those simple stories titles, remember, which is, this is bugging me now that where it says hello, because I had the layout made first, so I'm half considering covering that up with something. I probably will, because you hello and remember don't really jive. I'm gonna do something, because I can't give it to them like that, but this is where I'm at. Anyway, not bad for like just using up scraps, right? Huh? And even I only had little pieces of pattern paper to do the photo mats. So again, I went with how Vicky does, like she just does smaller ones. Usually I wouldn't do that. Kind of just printed off my photos to fit, and away we went. And the last one that I have, because I wanted to use as much of the paper as I could. So I had a strip of this Bo Bunny, and then I just got out my circle punches and started punching from, like, this is where we were at, guys. Like, that was what I was working with, like, just, so I was trying to use up as much as I could, just because I was having so much fun with it. I don't know when I've had such fun with a paper kit before, where I just wanted to keep making and making and making. And like, I started these on Saturday and I finished the last one last night, and that was Sunday night. No, Saturday night I finished it. So I mean, that's a lot for me. I think it works out to 14 layouts, and one of them is a 2-pager, so 15 pages out of that kit that I started with. I'll link it down below. I haven't decided what I wanted to do for August. I think I'm going to kind of, because I'm not subscribing to a kit club right now, but I like having a kit to play with. I think I was looking at new stuff, and I think I'm gonna do like a really old pull out the old stuff. So when I was going through my papers to purge to take to this craft group, I kept back some of my favorite ones from when I had my store, and I made up kind of groupings, and I think I'm gonna take one of those groupings and just add to it, and that's where we're gonna start for August. So I will get back to you with that, but that's all for today. Let me know if you have any questions, and we will talk to you again soon. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.